Hello, Uyên.
Hello, teacher.
All right, so how are you today?
I am happy.
All right, very good job. So, what do you often do in your free time?
I often read book
Okay,
and
so
drawing the picture.
you draw the picture. Very good job. So, what kind of book do you read?
I read book too.
Book two. What was that? All right, so what kind of book do you read? Comics or light novel? Yes, or anything else?
Mm,
Self-help book or reference? Or comics? All right, so what kind of book do you read?
I read book. I read the short story book.
Short story. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so do you play sports?
No, I don't.
No, you don't. Okay, so what is your favorite subject at school?
My favorite subject is maths.
Math. All right. Do you know that? Tiếng là no, he doesn't like math because he have 0 point today. He's very sad about it. Okay, so how often do you have math?
Mm, I have uh,
Once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week?
4 times a week.
Okay, so when do you have math? Which day?
I have math uh,
Uh,
Monday,
Monday? Monday, not Monday, Monday.
Monday,
Hmm.
Friday,
Hmm.
Saturday,
Hmm.
and Thursday.
Yes, okay, very good job. So now let's go with the story, Way to the Heaven. All right, so please retell a part of the story. Are you ready?
Yes,
Let's go.
way to the heavens. Once upon a time, there was a flying goldfish named Tony. He could only fly into the sky once a year. One day, the weather is extremely hot. He decided to swim in the pool. However, he was captured by Anthony. He begged Anthony to spare his life. Tony said, "Please forgive me and I will give you happiness." But Anthony did not understand what that he said. He wanted to make a fish hot pot.
Okay, very good job. All right, so now let's look at the mini story. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so once upon a time, there was a flying goldfish named Tony. Oh,
Oh,
so once upon a time, who was there?
there was a flying goldfish named Tony.
Yes, all right. So when did we have the flying goldfish?
Once upon a time.
Yes, very good job. All right, so could Tony swim?
Yes,
All right, so why could Tony swim?
because he is a goldfish.
Yeah, because he was a fish, so he could swim. All right, so he could only fly to the sky once a year. Oh,
Oh,
so could Tony only fly into the moon once a year?
no,
Where could Tony fly into?
the sky.
What could Tony only do once a year?
He could only fly into the sky once a year.
Very good job. So, how many times could Tony fly into the sky?
Uh,
How many times?
Once a year.
Once a year. Good job. All right. So, one day, the weather was extremely harsh. Oh.
Oh,
So, was the weather extremely cold?
no,
No. So, how was the weather?
the weather is extremely hot.
Very good job. So, what was extremely harsh?
The weather.
How hot was the weather?
The weather was extremely hot.
All right.
One day the weather was extremely hot.
All right. The answer is extremely. How harsh was the weather? So extremely, right? So was the weather extremely harsh every day?
No,
When was the weather extremely harsh?
one day.
Very good job. So he decided to swim in the pool.
Oh,
So did Tony decide to swim in the river?
no,
Where did Tony decide to swim?
he decided to swim in the pool.
What did Tony decide to do?
He decided to swim in the pool
Okay, so why did Tony decide to swim in the pool?
because the weather was extremely hot.
Very good job. So Tony said, please forgive me and I will give you happiness. Ooh.
Oh,
So will Tony give Anthony a lot of money?
no,
What will Tony give Anthony?
give Anthony happiness.
Yes, very good job. So in order to have happiness from Tony, what should no, sorry. In order to have happiness from Tony, all right, what should Anthony do?
Anthony, Captain Tony. No, forgive Tony.
Yes, all right, exactly. So, Anthony should forgive Tony or spare his life, right? Yes. Okay, so Anthony did not understand what he said. Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, why did Anthony not understand what Tony said?
because Tony is the goldfish and Anthony is the people.
Yeah, it's the human. Was the human, right? Okay. So, did Tony want Anthony love him?
No,
What did Tony want Anthony to do?
Tony want Anthony forgive Tony.
Yes, very good job. So he wanted to make a fish hot pot. Ooh.
Oh,
Well, did all right. Would Anthony use a baby shark to make a fish hot pot?
no,
What would Anthony use to make a fish hot pot?
Anthony
Would use the
goldfish.
yes, the flying goldfish to make a fish hot pot, right? So would Anthony use Tony, the flying goldfish, to make a sushi?
No.
No. Very good job. Okay, so that's the end of your mini test today. You did it very well. Good job. All right. So